are at the front side of Green Man's Tunnel. Kind of glancing over the hill here, the part of the park and the walking trails. And that honking that you're hearing is coming from the cars going through Corvette Tunnel, which is right around the corner. So I can see why a lot of people come here later in the evenings, because of the traffic and noise. So supposedly in the myth or the legend, that sometimes people see the Green Man up there on the very top walking along, and there is a power line easement that runs up and over the top of these tunnels. Now of course the Green Man, his name was Raymond Robinson. He was a real person. And he had met some people on the sides of the road who used to bring him cigarettes and beer to take pictures with him. And some of them became really good friends. And up until his death, they were all still really good friends with him. Now this is the actual Green Man's Tunnel. Of course, most people already know that the township here uses it as a salt dome to hide their salt, put their salt in to keep it from getting wet and washed away during the rainier parts of the season. Lots and lots and lots of graffiti, some newer stuff in here. So now once it gets dark, hopefully the noise will quiet down, and we'll try to do an EVP in the spirit box session. So it starts to get dark. So this is right outside the mouth of the Corvette Tunnel, where two creeks come together and run into one. And you can see where the township have been trying to do some work to stop people from driving their vehicles up in here. Somebody on a four-wheeler made it through anyways, trying to preserve this area. There's lots of nice walking trails and places to explore. Pretty amazing, actually. Because right over there is the Corvette Tunnel. Good. So this is the trail that goes to the creek, which comes right back out to the main entrance of the Corvette Tunnel. Now later tonight we are also going to try spirit box and EMF session here as well. This place could probably use some mirrors to make it easier on people to get in and out of. But as you can see, there's Corvette Tunnel. And this is the main road into it. Supposedly they were racing down this road, two Corvettes, and as they came down to this right-hand turn into the tunnel, only one Corvette could make it. One went through and the other one hit the wall over there. We'll walk up there a little closer here in a second so I can show you where it hit the wall. All right, so we're going to try to walk right up there, like I said, to show you where the impact was. Heavy breathing is a lot of hard work walking. We're going to cut through this little trail right here. See if maybe we can come in not in front of traffic. There's not much room for cars to get through there, let alone people and cars. So supposedly they hit the wall over there. Came over this and straight into that wall. But there's constantly trucks that get hung up right up there, turning it too closely. Tons of pictures of them in the papers here in Pittsburgh. People get big box trucks and small trucks getting hung up right there. Pretty cool little area though, at least for explorations and walking around, new hiking adventures. And it goes right back down there where the two creeks came together. Now to walk around and hopefully not get caught by a car while trying to walk along through there into the tunnel. So now we're going to try to walk into the tunnel and around to the other side of Green Man's tunnel. So again, like I said, they came down that road. We're racing right along through here. And of course, you can see how sharp of a bend it makes up into there. So it's actually pretty loud inside this tunnel when cars are coming through. That's why I skipped that little segment. That SUV came through here. And this is one of those that gives you like that old feeling. Like, you know, it's been here a long time. And this thing's probably seen loads and loads of accidents and tragedies around through here. Here's the other side of the bridge. This is Corvette's tunnel. And right up there is the other end of Green Man's tunnel. You see, there's the old guardrail. So it was a two-lane, it looks like, on one side of it. No wonder there's been so many accidents here. And here's a parking spot and some barricades on the other side of the tunnel. And here you can see where they put these barriers in. It's not only parking stops, but also stop people from tearing up the creeks and the wildlife areas. But little four-wheelers still managed to get around. They come right around the side. And then right across the creek, right over to there. And there's fresh tracks all in it. So in the past couple of days, probably yesterday on Thanksgiving, everybody out visiting each other, riding around. So here we are on the other side of Green Man's Tunnel, as a car decides they're going to come through Corvette Tunnel. So it might get loud for a second. As I showed you on the other side where it was all black and old salt, here's the access side for the township to get their road salt. And of course recently they've dumped a whole bunch of it in here. There's some pictures and video I just saw of this place taken a couple weeks ago. It didn't have all this. You could actually walk inside this side of the tunnel. And they made sure that you're not getting in there now. And of course, we're here to see if we can catch a glimpse of the Green Man. And maybe Ray might just come out and talk to us. And so my son's name is Shane. He found this a little disturbing, yet I thought it was kind of funny. So, a little chuckle at him. You know, why can't some of this artwork be like what you see on the trains, as he said before, Shane did, and look good? But no, everybody's going to come in here and try to tag over everything. Well, looks like I got my editing work cut out for me, because I see a lot of stuff that's going to have to be blurred. And that's the trail for the access road to the township. Comes all the way up in here. So I had to change my batteries out and switch around to this side. Not really easy to get a full, good, wide picture of some of this stuff, because it's right on the edge, which goes straight off back down to the road. So unless I want to turn into a goat and try to hang off the side of this, about as good as I can get. Sounds like another car might be coming up on us. All right, final walk back through Corvette Tunnel. Now it'll probably get really loud, and I'll just stop recording if a car comes through on us. I already had a couple of them that think sitting on their horns, blowing it as loud as they can, as long as they can, is funny, but it's part of being a YouTuber. So at this point, we're going to walk back to where the truck is parked, hang out for a minute, wait till it gets dark. Pretty cool, the sun hitting the top of the hills here, because we're down in a valley, of course, with this creek. And then you can see all the colors up there on the tips of the trees. And look back at Corvette Trail as tunnel as we come out of it. All right, we'll catch back up to you in a minute. So as we're walking up along the side of the road, coming out of here, thought I'd share this with you. Look at that view. Now I heard there was a third tunnel in the area. While we walked back to the truck to get our gear situated for nighttime, we saw this. So this is where they come down in here with their trucks, and that's why they keep putting up all these barriers. As you can see, right along through here is a big trail cut out from vehicles going through it, all the way back up to where we were. And they could hear music coming from somewhere up there on that hill when we were on the other side of the tunnels. So people probably up there right now. Like I said, as we were sitting there at the truck switching things out, we see this coming up right up here. Now, I'm not sure. One of the things I read said something about Snowden Tunnel. I'm not sure if they were meaning the Corvette Tunnel or Green Man's Tunnel, but I did hear mention of another tunnel. So I'm assuming this is probably the one that they're talking about, and this is the one that you see a lot of pictures of on the internet saying it's Green Man's Tunnel. Well, this is not Green Man's Tunnel, but this is, however, one of the tunnels that's been turned into a hiking trail. And sometimes you'll come through here in the winter and the gates will be closed and locked up. Not used to walking. It sure is a lot of walking and exercise coming out through here. You can see there's another place where the four-wheelers cut through and go up that hill. Now there's another main road right up there, and a power line easement that comes down across over the big hill over there and down the other side of the tunnels. Now if things start getting a little sketch, like some sketchy people or odd people coming down through here, we'll probably call this quits and come back. There's only two of us.
My name again.
So you can tell this one been used a lot more. Like people hang out in here, even drive their cars up in here, or their four-wheelers. Oh, that's a little weird. A little blurry in here. Doesn't usually do that. Okay, so I see what this is. So this used to probably go straight through here. Used to be one of the main roads, and when they repaired and replaced that road up there, they just filled it in. The road literally goes to nowhere. Stops right here. Now, of course, there's a trail right here that probably goes up to the top. Yep, goes right on back up. And of course the fence to stop you from going up towards the highway. Yeah, and those are fairly recent. Somebody in here throwing donuts in a four-wheeler. Looked like they tried to go up over that and got stuck. Came back down. I'm really surprised at how well this camera records in the twilight hours. Right now it's a little after 5 o'clock, starting to get dark. I could smell fresh spray paint when we're walking up through here. I don't see anything fresh. So you can tell it's getting darker from just a few minutes ago when I walked in. I mean, it looks pretty bright out there, but trust me, it's not bright. I wonder if there's another trail on this side. It looks like there might be. Yep. So there's a trail here. Looks like it goes right back around and up through there. Maybe somebody's house right there, straight through. So that might go up to their backyard. Alright, it's nighttime, REM pod session, spirit box session. This is my REM pod. So this is REM pod, EMF, spirit box session. If there's anyone here with us tonight, you can come close to these two lights here, just like this. and it'll let me know if you're here. Either one of these. You can use a little of my energy if you need to touch the lights. Whichever one's easier for you. My name's Matt. I'm not here to cause or mean you any harm. I just want to talk. Is anyone here with us tonight? What is your name? Why are you here? Are you stuck here? Are you trapped? Is there anyone that would like to speak to us? Good, evil, it doesn't matter. You can't touch me, you can't attach yourself to me, but you can talk to me. What is your name? Are you scared? Can you leave? Maybe. Get out. Why do I need to get out? Now. Is there something here that will harm me? Are you good or are you evil? Raymond, are you here with us tonight? I hear this is one of your favorite places. Couldn't tell if that was yeah or not sure. Raymond, you can use a little of my energy if you need to show yourself or speak. You can touch these little lights. You don't have to speak, whichever's less energy for you to use. I mean, yeah, it's a chilly night in November, but it seemed like the temperature right here dropped at least 2 or 3 degrees. It's that quick. Does anyone want to talk to us? Save energy. Like I said, you can use a little of my energy. Wait. Wait for what? Is there something I need to wait for? I hear a little noise coming from that direction. Or that way, whatever, over here to my right. But it could be a little bird. I saw a bird in there earlier. It's eerily creepy here, even with a road right next to us and up on the hill, a big park. All right, it's the last chance you got to speak to me before I turn this off. Does anyone have anything to say? Now? All right. So one last chance for everybody. I'd like to hang around a lot longer and give you more time. Sometimes that's what it takes. But being by myself here, it's not that good of an idea, especially the area we're in. So one last chance, use a little of my energy to come down and touch either one of these lights. Let me know you're here. Nothing? No one? Most likely have to revisit this on a different night. Hopefully get somebody else to come with me so there's a little more people and I could watch around a little easier. It's hard to keep focused on what I'm doing with the road right behind me and little trails that can come up, because if I turn my back then I can't see where anybody's coming from. So now we're going to head back over to the other tunnel over there and check that out and do another session there.
Well, it gets just about here. The helicopter decided it was going to come buzz us. On the pathway at the moment. Keep recording as I walk back out of here, and there's the moon. Full moon tonight. Almost full. Just a little sliver missing off the side there. So we'll use that. Walk back out of here.